All right, now literally to the border. Even before the Title 42 deadline, record number of illegal immigrants continued to flood across. Last month, Border Patrol released about 100,000 people into the United States with promises to later appear in court. Often they're dropped off in border towns with the clothes on their back and a cell phone. From there, it's up to the towns to figure out what's next for hundreds of thousands of people every week. Yolanda Perales-Ramon, Mayor Pro Tem of Eagle Pass, Texas, is with us. This ruling just came down last 45 minutes. What's that mean for you all?
Oh, great news for the border. Okay, we just heard that federal judge Robert Summerhays, blocked the Biden administration, lifting of Title 42. So we are very happy as a border, a city. I can tell you that we're extremely happy that happened.
What does the rest of America not understand about what's happening to your town? Because 50% of Americans say they worry a lot about the border. 50% of the Americans think that it's not really that big of a deal.
Well, those 50% that think is not that big of a deal, it's obviously people that don't live in a border city. You can just come to the streets of Eagle Pass. You can run through we don't have big highways, but we do have country roads and stuff. And they're full of immigrants. You see them. It's not a secret. You can come with your cameras anytime. And that's what it looks like on a daily basis in our border.
Forgive me, but the general understanding in America would be Hispanics and Democrats are pro-immigration and want amnesty for illegal immigrants. And we keep hearing in Texas, though, that's not the case. Are you seeing a big political shift because of the Biden administration's policies?
You know what? If you ask my personal opinion, I would have to say yes. And it is only I believe in legal immigration. I believe in legal immigration. I think most Texans do. But illegal immigration, especially the way it is presented to us right now, I mean, with hundreds of thousands of people just walking through our streets, that's not a way to go. And I believe that that's maybe higher than 50% of the people in Texas right now. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar warning on that. Last question for you. Biden administration, we understand, is going to appeal this. They still want to overturn Title 42. Unclear how hard the Justice Department is going to really push on that. But does it really matter when Title 42 is overturned? It's not like there's any more ways to prepare for it ending, is there?
Look, there's hundreds of thousands of people waiting on that side of the border, just waiting for it to be lifted. President Biden, I believe if it doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of common sense to understand and to know that, again, Title 42 and immigration are two totally different things that go hand in hand. If they do lift anytime, if you can appeal, we thank the judge right now, Judge Robert Summerhays. We thank you for that decision because it definitely helps our border towns. But if he plans to appeal, I'm sorry, that's not going to be a very popular appeal process for the Democratic people in Texas, because we are living it right now. I mean, we're seeing it.
I've been there. I've been down there and seen it. Mayor Pro Tem, we got to run, but thank you. Enjoy a weekend, not having to worry about what Tuesday is going to bring. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.